What's up, guys? We're back. We're doing a little bit of an update video on the Dr. Disrespect situation. I personally think it's basically done, but I want to touch on a rumor and I want to touch on some background stuff that's been going on. That's the last thing probably I'm going to have to touch on this unless something really big comes out. But it's quickly, like, it's on the screen right now what I want to touch on, because this is a rumor that's been going around a little bit, which is being peddled by, I don't want to say stupid people. I think it's just misinformed, or people who really either likes the doc and trying to make it not sound as bad of what he did. So yeah, we're gonna just dive right into this part. There's been some new information here and there, but nothing really big except this one post here. So we're gonna read it. It was released by Call of Shame. It's the first person I've seen. It's this a name that's been attached to this, at least when I see it float around. Confirmed. Dr. Disrespect was reported by Twitch to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children when they were illegally recording whispers by the doc back in 2017. Now, first things first. I don't know if they did report this. There's probably a record of it. Nothing I could find. But when it comes to illegally recording whispers, the only thing I can say about that, which is I kind of think of, is that I don't know if that's illegal. The reason I think it's legal because Whispers was a service back that Twitch was offering at the time. It's theirs. I don't think there was necessarily a 100% privacy thing. You know, that's, oh, whatever you say and do in here is not going to be recorded by nobody or anything. So I don't know what illegal recording means. I think this was just a transcript that were in their system. They saw it and acted upon it. That's what I think. A full investigation was authorized, and no wrongdoing was found, and no illegal activity took place by Dr. Disrespect. He said as well in his statement that there were no legal things involved. No arrests were made and no charges were filed. Yeah, no. As again, I think that they're trying to make this sound like, oh, nothing, he was innocent. Well, you can be innocent, but you can also be you're morally a bad person, which is what Dr. Disrespect were here. Because let's be completely frank here. He texted a minor and tried to meet up with them at a convention. Let's see here. Yep. So this rumor regarding Dr. Disrespect is likely to be true. It's been floating around amongst journalist circles for a long time. Journalists like Slasher have been wanting to publish a story, but haven't been able to get documentation or get individuals to go on the record. Now, this was released on June the 22nd. So this was before everything. But I believe this a lot more. Like, I believe that this story has been floating around and people have known about it, but there's not, a reputable journalist source who wants to confirm the sources before they say anything, or they might get into a defamation lawsuit, and they will lose unless they have a concrete proof thing to point on, which most didn't until the confession, right? Banned because got caught sexting. Sexting. That's a word as well. We have to take into account because others say inappropriately suggesting things, but this one says straight up sexting. I don't know which one is true because we don't have the transcript. I believe the transcripts should be released. I don't know why that word was so hard for me, but I believe they should be released. It will settle the debate on whatever he is beyond the redemption, or if he knew, or it will settle a lot of things. I think it would be better, but there's probably an NDA there. We're never going to see them unless someone leaks them. Let's see. Anyway, back to this. Thus, adding more weight that Dr. Disrespect is innocent, as this is indeed looking like a witch hunt by ex-Twitch employees to frame Dr. Disrespect. I don't believe that's the case. I think Twitch have never needed a really big reason of trying to frame somebody to get them off their platform. That's not a thing. And I think this is just someone trying to defend or cope. This was released, if I understand it right, after the after or just before the statement by Dr. Disrespect admitting what he did. So I think this was someone trying to basically defend him from the shadows. Unconfirmed is also reported that the minor was actually a former Twitch employee pretending to be 17 years old, trying to bait Dr. Disrespect with entrapment techniques while the ex-Twitch mods illegally record. This is, in my opinion, written by someone who has trouble with law, has trouble with authority, in the sense of they're using words like entrapment techniques, illegally recorded. It's things I usually just hear from people that sit there that are, sitting in court trying to claim to be not part of the law, or having to answer to it, right? Or trying to find a crack in everything or anything, right? That's what it sounds to me. Also, I've seen the 17-year-old thing floating around, like that she was 17-year-old. I can't find a single source saying an actual age for the girl, right? So I found nowhere that this could be, that's even the age. So we don't even know that. They were all fired soon after and sued by Dr. Disrespect legal team. This was not the case. It would have come out if that was the case. They're very bitter of this and why this whole thing is coming out for a second time after it has already been dealt with. So he's basically saying this is a revenge against those who disrespect. Well, this is not true. It just isn't. And how do we know that isn't true? Well, Dr. Disrespect himself had basically, if he tried to deny any of this, his post about being guilty, any defense should have disappeared right there and then from any one of his, like the people who are trying to still defend him, right? I don't know why. I don't know if it's the timeline thing that people don't know when information come where. Even I'm a bit unsure. So that's why, you don't really, why they haven't gotten the full story yet. But at the end of the day, this statement is the thing that needs to be put and stay there, because he himself has put a non-arguable, we cannot argue his own statement, his confession. I've seen that he's gotten demonetized on YouTube, which at least YouTube acts quickly when they get the right information. That's a good thing. I don't think he's banned yet. I saw that some games that had his skin or something is gonna, in the next update, drop it. So basically, right now, anyone that has any dealings with Dr. Disrespect is basically taking a step back and removing themselves from him or any of his brand, which is understandable because you don't want to be in the vicinity of someone who has these allegations towards them, and that's also were found true by himself, like his confession saying that it's true. Yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen the memes are great. This is one of my favorites. Alien versus Predator. The disrespect we want, the disrespect we got. Let's just say the memes have been great. I don't like Twitter overall. Sorry, X or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they have such great they have such great memes right now. I've done the disrespect one. I just want to show this as well with the call of shame. He said, unfortunately, it seems more information has been sent to me today. I can no longer support the doc. I wanted more evidence, but yeah. So basically, he saw evidence and then realized that, oh, maybe what I said is not really what's going on. That man is done. Dr. Disrespect is done. We don't probably not going to hear from him again, I believe, unless he's being really ballsy and coming back and trying to strike us in one way or another. I don't think he is. The internet have a tendency of not forgetting these things, and neither should it. So yeah, overall, he's done. He's not coming back, and his legacy is done. Boys, we got him. He's gone. He's away. I don't know what else to say. He's really gone. It's it's a sad thing in a way, like seeing someone who has such a legacy and has just had such a positive vibe going on from his own very, very loyal community, and then he does something like this and just completely ruins it and destroys it. And like, I guess I should mention that it also come out that he was like cheating on his wife at the same year with two other people. One of them being like I think it was a trans porn star. Um, this is actually this. It's only relevant in a way of showing his character, which means that he doesn't have that many morals, maybe that he was claiming. And there was also another girl beyond that he was officially cheating with his wife with, which is what came out. So yeah, that's just the way it is. The man's gone. Goodbye. See you guys later. There is two other big stories right now that's going on. One is with Boogie 222998, former big influencer, used to be the golden boy of the internet. Now he isn't. Now he's a scammer. And the other story that's going around, that it's still growing, and I'm kind of waiting for Coffeezilla to say something. Coffeezilla is officially being sued by Jake. Sorry, wrong Paul. They're both shit, so who cares? By Logan Paul for the scamming with Zootopia. Zootopia? That's not what it was called. Whatever crypto scam Logan was doing at the time. He has officially been sued. So I want to talk about those things, but I want more information. The Boogie thing is almost over, I believe, but I might talk about that too. We'll see. Anyway, everyone, thanks so much. Bye. Have a lovely continuation of your day / reading, depending on where you're in the world, and I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, I'm a drama channel now. What are you gonna do? Bye.